Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. This Maurice Lacroix Aikon automatic has proven quite popular, so I thought I would do a 1 year update for you. If you're a fan of the watch, whether you bought it or consider it, it comes in blue, white and black dials. The white tends to look bigger on the wrist, the black dial is smaller, but the blue dial is the real stunner. You can see the air coating. For the full review, I will refer you back to my original video. Actually, two videos. One was just an introduction and one was the full review. If you have seen my latest videos, you know I have some heavy hitters in the collection now. Some $10,000 watches, and yet I still enjoy to wear my Maurice Lacroix. As I said before, once you have more expensive pieces in your collection, it puts the rest back into perspective. And while I'm selling stuff like my Hamilton and Horace, this Aikon is going nowhere. I really love it, and every week, usually when I'm dressed in blue like today, as you can see, got blue pants, the brown shoes with the matching brown, well used here, belt with the blue stitching. I have to wear my my Aikon. It just completes the look. So I love the watch for many reasons. First, the fit. It's damn near perfect for me. It looks like it was made for me. I have never needed to change the size. Just enough give. It doesn't move about. Just a little bit of give, whether it's hot or cold. It just feels good. It's a fairly heavy watch. It's a nice feel. It's just the feel of steel, and it's well balanced. The clasp, as you can see, just disappears. It has nice perlage work on it. Perlage work that you find again on the movement through the display case back. So the looks are just stunning, as you can see. It's just dazzling, and it's an eye catcher. But not too much. It's just a sporty watch. Sporty, but wears great with a suit at the office. Usually I wear it at the office. I haven't really shown this watch to my wife yet, so I can't tend to keep it at the office, to be honest. What I love is really how tight everything is done on this watch. Try to get a bit closer here. I'm doing this with my iPhone today. And I really love the execution of the indices, the dial with those sort of pyramid shapes on it. The date window is really well done. Everything is very sharp, very much like on the AP Royal look, at a much more affordable level. Let's not get into the whole discussion of the Royal Oak thing. I think this watch has its own look with the claws. The claws tend to pick up a few scratches. There's one here at the top, but overall the watch has held up very good. Nothing on the clasp, and I like the little M there. So yeah, fit and look really good. The watch doesn't cost too much. I think retails 2,000, and I got mine I think for 1,500. Where can you see the corners getting cut? I think maybe the minute track around the dial. The dial doesn't go all the way to the rear hold. You have some sort of little step there for a minute track. I think it's a bit less elegant than if the dial went all the way around, and if every 5 minutes, every minute, the indentation was printed on the dial. Apart from that, I don't see any issue. Obviously, you save a lot here on the caliber. So the watch uses the Celita, and it has some decent perlage work. And it's been, I think it is regulated, and honestly, it's been very accurate within chronometer spec. And after a year, it's a testament to how decent the movement is. It's been the base for other complications, So it just does the job. I don't like to see that too much for the when you wind manually. When you have to restart the watch, when you manually wind the crown, it's a bit coarse, I would call it. And but otherwise, when you pop it to the first click to the date change, it pops with precision, I would say. No issue to click there. And then setting the time, I prefer the Seiko Rolex way, where you wind when you turn the crown upwards to move the time forwards. With the ETAs and Celita clones, you have to go down, but it's just a minor gripe. And yeah, the gearing is a bit slower than on the Seiko. It's very easy to go around the whole 24 hours, 12 hours with a Seiko. A bit slower with this, but otherwise, screwing back the crown is very smooth with this watch. So really, I think given the price point, the performance is wonderful. Now, the positioning in my collection, as I said, I wear it every week with as much pleasure as I wear my Rolex watches or my Jaeger LeCoultre. So if that is the only reason why that stops you from getting a Maurice Lacroix, I say jump for it. And if you have the bigger budget, you can get the same watch with a skeletonized dial with their own caliber, and they make really interesting complications as well. So it's a proper manufacturer. It's not just a cheap watchmaker. Now, the competition for this watch, you might have noticed recently Zenith coming into this segment of the integrated bracelet watches with the Defy Classic. It comes with a blue dial at a quite affordable price. I would say about double the price of this one. And then the lovely skeletonized dial, which also came out now. I think it is in titanium, and it comes now sold in titanium with some gold on it. And so very interesting watch. If I didn't have the Maurice Lacroix, I would probably be very interested into that Zenith, which also runs a nice elite range caliber. But I love the Maurice Lacroix so much that to me it would just be too similar in my collection. So there's no reason to go and spend money on the Zenith, which down the line will cost a lot more to maintain. Probably those calibers will have to go back to Zenith, and then you're looking, I'm guessing a $700 service price. So there you go. That's you see the fit. I mean the watch wears flat. The chronograph version is pretty cool too, but it is a lot bigger and a lot thicker and heavier. So do check it out in person if you're interested in that before you buy online. As you can see, the crown here is signed. Again, if you want to see the watch in more details with better pictures, go back to my original review. I just wanted to give this perspective from a year on the wrist, and to say that this watch is going nowhere. I really enjoy it so much. I think now it was announced that it would come in 39 millimeters, so do check that out. For me, the 40, this is 41, I believe. It's just perfect for my wrist. As you can see, it's just, I'll give you a bit more perspective here. It's just exactly what my 17 centimeter, 6 3/4 inches wrist needs. I wouldn't want to have it smaller. But as you know, the integrated bracelet construction, for example, on the AP Rylogue, the 36 millimeter, the older one, does fit bigger than it is. So you could wear it as well with confidence. But to me, yeah, this is the one. It runs great, so no need to change, no need to tempt the devil. And this one stays in my collection. And I have to say, if I had to keep only one blue dial watch in my collection, I have this, and I have the Omega Aquaterra, which is a fantastic watch, a do-it-all watch. Um, my heart would probably go towards this Aikon. Somehow it just well, it works for me. There's a good reason why people are interested into the review of this watch. It's just fantastically made. The angle here of the case, where the case meets the bracelet, and the polished bevel that goes from the case all the way along the bracelet. I think that's just wonderfully done. It's a brilliant watch. Haters gonna hate. I think Maurice Lacroix have really gotten this one right. It's a hit. The proportions are perfect, and you even have a good lume at night. So this could be your only watch in a way. All right. I hope you've enjoyed this update, and I will speak to you in the next one. Bye bye.